Indoors. Sponsored by, no, we ain't sponsored, but y'all need to go ahead and make that happen. Flip the bottle. We're gonna have a great day, great recording. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Oh my God, this is gonna be so nasty. Very much so. I'm gonna spit it out. I'm all slapping your back. Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, I am scared. All white. All right, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. You know how to bring business back. We're back with another mukbang. Yes. Is it mukbang or mukbang? I don't know how to say that word. Okay. So let's start this off with a little shot. Cheers to the queen. Queen of England. Oh my gosh. R.I.P. Oh, Jesus knows our heart. Okay. All right, we're together, y'all. Ooh, yeah, this can be. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna use a chaser. Yeah, when people say they don't need a chaser, I'm just like, with that. Does that make you better than us? Alcohol's nasty. Yeah, pussy if you don't. Then yep. That's what I guess I'll be. Let me be all the coochies in the room. Bring me that chaser. And I need some water in between. Yes. But let's get into it. So, of course, this is like an ongoing topic. For some reason, men, black men in particular, we're speaking about because we're black women, right, are under the impression that we only want to be with thugs. I don't even know what that. I personally, a thug can't do anything for me. I'm not holding you down if you go to jail. That lifestyle is not for me. I'm not hiding or holding any drugs or guns or anything. Nope. What about that is appealing or attractive that you think that just because you like anime and art, you're not attractive to me? That's literally the type of guy that I am. And some of y'all need to just like understand that you're not getting no bitches because of your lack of personality or you probably come off as a creep or a predator. It's not. You need to look into yourselves because it's not everybody else's fault that, oh, black women aren't liking you. And then the reasons behind y'all saying this, it's always very like, it's like small-minded. One time in your life that you were denied by a girl, like in high school or something like that. So then you kind of like group all black women into this same, I don't know, box of women who don't like you because of this, that, and the third. Why don't you start being around people who do like you? If you like anime, if you like art, if you like doing what you do, 10 times out of 10, there's also a black girl out there who likes that shit too. I've seen plenty and many of them. That's just like me being like I grew up going to like a lot of white schools and I tried to like, you know, alter and change things about myself so I could be more appealing to white guys, even though I don't even really like white guys like that. You can think that you like something and it probably doesn't work for you or you don't align with it because it's not meant for you. That's probably not even really your type, the type of women that you chased. You're this type of guy and you're chasing this type of girl who you know likes the same type of guy that she is. And then now you're saying, oh, black women, like the guys in that video.
Thug maxing in regards to a black man and his dating life. Like, what does that mean?
Lil Durk, King Von, y'all know. But nah, dating life, I would say the closer you fit to whatever the celebrity, the current rappers, like I said, Lil Durk, what's the other dude, Quando Rondo, all those dudes. The closer you fit to what that stereotype, you like some girls will be, they'll just be down, especially black chicks.
I was about to say
they like that shit, bro.
I think that mostly attracts black chicks.
I don't know what it is, bro, but they like that. They don't like when a dude has it together. I don't
clean cut look.
Yeah, bro, and I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm trying to bash. I'm not bashing black women, but it just is what it is. Yeah, that's been my experience. I attract the most Latinas and white girls. That's what I attract.
Yeah, same. I think because I had that professional, clean cut R&B type of look, that's why I also mostly attract Hispanic and white women. And you guys be in the comments like, do you not like black women? I'm like, black women don't like me.
You guys are literally saying, what the hell is an R&B type of look? I want my man to dress nice. I could give a fuck less about you saying what is an R&B type of look. I would really like to know. Somebody break it down. Like, I'm an R&B type of guy looking. And
what is that?
I feel like, unfortunately, guys who say this, like, who only want or say that they don't date black women because this, that, and the third, they seem very like,
and it seems like if you like something else, you should go for it.
definitely. And stop projecting onto us and saying we are the reason for this, that, and the third. No, we're not.
You're not getting bitches because you're weird.
You are weird. You do weird things. You're not confident in yourself.
Because it's not an R&B dressing thing. It's not a thug thing. It's not a bum thing. It's not a rich man thing. If you have some sort of personality, you will get some bitch that likes you. Go for where you're valued. Go to where you're valued. You're chasing, literally, like she said, the wrong type of women, and then you're upset at the result that you're getting.
Yeah.
And instead of changing your direction, you start projecting and blaming women. It's not our fault. You need to get yourself together.
And coming up with these ideologies and then being like, okay, they didn't like me, not because this, it's because they really want, like, so then it has nothing to do with you. It's always about other people outside what they're doing.
Right. And if one woman told you she likes thugs, then why would that even get to you?
Especially
if you know that you're not that, why not simply move on?
Bye. You like thugs? I'm not one. Bye. Next.
Yeah, can't do that for you.
Like, what the hell? That's really weird. And then people will be really mad because they're trying to force feed or fit themselves in a place that they don't fit. And then it's everybody else's fault. Then you don't do any internal work. Then it just builds and builds and builds, and now you're just mad at black women all
this
around.
resentment, and then you start really grouping different types of women together. It's really insane. And don't go for women who like thugs.
No. And then if you want to be with if you want to be with somebody who's not black, be with somebody who's not black. Don't be with somebody who's not black and say, well, because black women is. If you like white women, you like white women. Stand on that.
Yeah.
Go like white women.
No one's.
It don't have nothing to do with us.
It's literally okay. You can do whatever you want. But stop making it our problem. Keep us out of your mouth. It's always our fault for everything.
Yeah. Black women only like thugs. No, I think you guys are getting thugs confused with, you know, a man being like masculine, like really in him. I like a man who can protect me. If I see, like, I want to know my man can protect me. I don't want to be in a relationship with a man who's a weenie. And I feel like a lot of girls are definitely going to agree. And I don't care if it sounds harsh or anything like that, but you know, men have their things about women. I like a man who can protect me. Absolutely. And you guys equate that to black men being aggressive or aggressors or whatever, and then being thugs, and it just feeds into all these different stereotypes. No, it's not that. Yeah, I would like, you know, for my man to be able to protect our household 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, that means he has a gun. It is what it is. That has nothing to do with him being a thug. That just has to do with him protecting his family.
Exactly.
And I don't understand why you have to explain that. Just how you would want your woman a certain way.
Yeah, we all need to do some internal work at the end of the day, because nobody's perfect. But these ideologies that everyone keeps getting on the internet and spewing, they're incorrect and they're toxic.
Yeah. And it makes people think that they have to be a certain way.
Exactly. And perception is reality. And social media is the best way to paint whatever type of picture that you want. So just because you're sad, I don't think that you should go, or you're just not getting what you want out of women, doesn't mean that you should get on these platforms and start pointing the finger. All of this is causing a weird division, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Also, it's a reaction to black women saying what they feel like our men are lacking, and y'all feel attacked. So instead of taking accountability, you start attacking back
and being like, oh well, you blah blah blah.
Not even attacking back, just coming very defensively because we're not attacking. If I say I don't feel protected, it's not for you to agree or to disagree with. It's for you to take in and to receive.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's literally just like being in a fucking relationship. If I tell you something I'm uncomfortable with, you don't tell me that's stupid, or you think that's dumb, or you try to make how I feel small. You can't invalidate how I feel. I'm expressing myself to you.
Right.
That is the only way it's going to work. If we have understanding and we're able to actually listen the fuck to each other and take accountability. If you're doing the work on yourself, it's going to show. But if you're just out here spewing and regurgitating and pointing the finger, we're not getting anywhere. Oh my God. I saw that freaking Chrisean and Blueface. That was really actually intense.
Very intense.
It was like, and then I was like reading comments. I honestly like usually try not to engage in stuff like that because you have to be aware of what you're consuming, even when it comes to what you look at on social media. But like, that was very intense. And like, there was like no protection. She was trying to set a boundary, number one. And I can admit that, like, you know, the way that she receives things and handle things and then the way that it comes back out, especially being on liquor, and then they continue to give her Hennessy, which that wasn't helping the situation. She was already emotional to start the interview off anyway. But she was letting him know, like, I don't like when you call me out of my name. I don't care if you're a man or you're supposed to be my man. We're in a relationship. Do not call me a bitch. It's not, there's no reason that you can give me right now that will justify you calling me a bitch. If you call me a bitch, I'm gonna call you one.
I don't understand why men like to bring up the fact that we call our friends bitches. Why are you comparing yourself to a female? You're a man. If my homegirl is saying bitch, it's like yo nigga saying my nigga to you. Your homeboy saying my nigga to you. So the comparison is apples and oranges, and it's really stupid.
It is stupid. You sound like white people when they say,
dumb.
You guys say nigga to each other.
Why can't we say it?
Why can't we say it?
Literally, it's exactly that. It's giving all lives matter.
Like, what the fuck? Don't call me a bitch and I won't call you one.
Period.
It's as simple as that. And you trying to make excuses as to why, and then
now her throwing that bottle was LS as fuck.
no, she
crazy.
definitely should. Like, that is way out of line.
So violent, but understanding and agreeing are two different things. I can understand where that level of anger can come from when you feel like you are not protected. But people need to be in control of their reactions to people's actions. Like, the way that you come off is always going to fall back on you.
Definitely.
So you really need to put thought into, like, should I throw a bottle at this man's head, or should I just go away?
Exactly.
Just go get my mind
the
right?
disrespect is not for you to, like, handle, but how you respond to it is. And you have to make growth. You have to make changes. You have to move, like, in a positive direction. You can't be like, because I think, like, she has no problem admitting that she can be very emotional, and she does say exactly how she's feeling, even if people don't like the delivery. If you actually listen to what she's saying exactly how she feels. I didn't like this, and why did you do this, and why would you do this, and it wasn't like this for me. Now, even though she's only thinking about, like, me naturally, because she's a fucking human being who she realizes she has growing to do, everybody else is looking at her and they see, like, a child that just needs to be cuddled or needs to be hushed or something like that, instead of, like, understanding, like, this is why she feels the way she feels. This is why she's so turned up right now. And then him, as her man, who's supposed to be her provider and protector, right? Especially if you want a certain amount of respect. You're saying you're the man and you're so supposed to trust.
Example. Why would you call your girl a bitch and you don't want to be called one back?
And then you let her get taken out of there, and you're like, get her out of here.
That was so sad. Like, legit sad. She was calling out to him, begging and pleading. Like, please come here. He was like, hell no, get her out of here.
Get her out of here.
At that moment, me personally, I would have been like, this nigga hates me.
Yeah.
He would let the police come take me away.
As soon as somebody else comes in.
If somebody was trying to kidnap me, he would let them take me away. Like, you really, like, it. I don't know. For me, small things can indicate that big things will be terrible over here.
Literally.
And you allowing these people to take me out of there is crazy. Why didn't you come with me?
No, yeah. Why aren't we like exhibiting like any type of unity? Like, you know how I am.
You go back and sit down and start chopping it up with
and
these people.
and talking about yourself and how and you know how I am.
No.
She is a grown woman, but like they're in a relationship, and like he wants to be the leader, but when he wants to be in that moment. That would have been that definitely would have been a leading type of moment.
Like, let me go talk to my girl.
Let me go talk to her.
Give me a second.
Yeah, can we pause this really quickly? Like, we don't need this on camera.
Yeah, we're about to go outside real quick.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Let me get her some water. Let me handle business as the man in the relationship. And honestly, he could have been like 10 steps ahead and been like, don't drink as much. You can drink.
You're already kind of.
You're
like
already.
upset, yeah.
Isn't that your duty as her man to be able to gauge and be able to recognize that beforehand? I mean, the only reason why I even say that is because men love to say, I'm the man and I'm this and I'm that. Okay. And what are you doing as my man? Letting me get dragged the fuck up out of here by security? You're crazy. And then you want me to respect you? Please.
Ooh, that shit was kind of triggering too. I digress. Yeah, it was very.
She felt like she was being attacked.
She felt like her back was against the wall. Her reactions definitely are very explosive.
Very.
But people cannot sit up here and deny the fact that that man was not coming for her. Because when they started getting into it, that's the first thing he jumped to.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to do none of that.
You was mine.
You sound like a scary ass nigga. You sound scared.
You sound scared. You know that Chrisean is the type of girl that would give you.
You wouldn't have been
that
able
heat
to
right
do
back.
none of that to me. She wasn't even trying to fight you.
She literally
was
wasn't.
Literally giving you back the energy that you were putting out to her.
Exactly.
But you tried to like cop out and try to play the victim. Oh,
and then
you're coming at me.
Being like patronizing her, like calling her like sweetie and like blah 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 blah. No shit.
No. Don't fucking sweetie me, bitch.
You know, and that's the thing too. She was really able to like read his energy, and he's always like very aggressive with women. So that's honestly what she was going off of, and because she was drunk, it was heightened
for sure.
So absolutely, yeah. She needs to take accountability 100% for her own actions, because the way she responded, like Chisholm said, that's like very explosive and like not necessarily like she kicked a TV, hella shit. However, everybody else needs to take, like, people always love to talk about how people react to things, but don't point out how
it got there.
Yeah, what they do to make people get there. So then they left to villain, and then she easily becomes the villain. On the internet, everybody's like, I'm starting to see it's not Blueface, it's Chrisean. It's both of them.
Yeah, because he's still there. He's still there too. The same way y'all see women in like toxic ass relationship with certain men and they're getting their asses kicked and they're still there. It's the same shit over there. You're still there.
Because why are you doing that? You know how she feels about you. You know how, and you will still go and have sex with her. You'll still go and sell her this dream. You'll still go and do all of these things, and then be like,
y'all see how she acts? You were very much so against her. That was crazy. He was so much so against her.
Like, quickly. Like, it took nothing for you to not be on my side. It took nothing for you to go against me with strangers. That's all it takes. And then in that case, you can leave. You guys don't have no children together? Leave.
Just go. But that's something they're gonna have to do on their own time.
For sure.
Understanding.
No matter how much we all say that it's toxic.
You know, and in like extreme disaster. Because that would be really sad. Like, really sad.
But yeah, y'all. We were just sitting here talking.
this deliciousness, I would have showed y'all, but
She was like,
Me
wait,
told
hungry.
that.
She was already eating before
like
we started even recording.
Starving. But we got this from Stick Top. It's like a hibachi place in Houston, Texas. Good shit.
Great shit. Very filling. And look at all these sauces.
And they're all delicious.
But y'all know we had to fuck it up one time.
For sure.
Give our insights, wanted or not. Tell us what you think. Leave it below in the comments.
Please.
Whatever, tell us. If you're a black man that feels like you are not liked by black women because you don't dress like a thug, please
That's not the reason.
weigh in on this. Weigh in.
And we would like to hear your thoughts.
give us your perspective because we're definitely open
you
to
know.
it. I want to know. We don't want to try to minimize or take away from somebody else's experience.
Absolutely not.
Because I mean, I'm not going to tell you what you've gone through or tell you how you feel. However, you know,
Your responses can be incorrect.
slightly skewed, but you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. Of course, I'll leave Bism's information in the description. All right, we love y'all. I don't even know what that. I personally, a thug can't do anything for me. I'm not holding you down if you go to jail. That lifestyle is not for me. I'm not hiding or holding any drugs or